Tonight I've got one lure, one mission, and if it doesn't work, I'm not catching anything. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I am Fish Around and Find Out, and this week I'm doing a fishing challenge. I was looking at my tackle box and I realized that I have all these lures that I've never caught fish on before. And every year I buy some, but I never use them. And it just comes from confidence. I've never used them, so I don't have the confidence with them. This time of year, normally I'd be throwing topwater buzz baits, or in the deeper parts of the river where it's fast, I'd be using inline spinners. But today I am using only jerk baits. I've never caught a fish on a jerkbait before, and today that's all I brought with me. I tied 2 on my poles and I brought a small box of 3 more jerkbaits, and that's all I have. So if they don't work, I'm not going to catch anything. The river is very low. This is the lowest I've ever seen it. So that's going to concentrate the fish in all the key areas. I'm targeting rocks, I'm targeting structure, and I'm targeting deep water. But for the most part, the river is only a couple of feet deep. So we'll see how we do. Okay. That didn't take long. There we go. First fish of the night on the jerkbait. Beautiful river smallmouth. That took all of 5 minutes. Oh, okay. Which is fish of the day, and you can see the boat launch over my shoulder. He hit it boat side. Oh. Dude, they're hitting it as soon as it hits the water. Lost 2. And this is my 3rd fish, and I'm still within sight of the boat launch. Smallest fish of the day, but still a very nice smallmouth. Here's your field tip this week. When you have a tangle of line, don't just throw it in the river. Put it in your pocket, bring it home, throw it in the trash. So you might be asking yourself, what is a jerkbait? Now, as the name suggests, as I get these hooks untangled, it is a lure that when you reel it through the water, you give twitches to your rod, and that causes the swim pattern to be erratic. Now there is a little lip on the front of every jerkbait, so it dives down 4 to 6 inches. It's not a crankbait, but it does get under the water a little bit. Now a lot of the hits that I've been getting today are right when it hits the water, and these lures float. So when you start reeling, that lip causes it to dive down that 4 to 6 inches. Now if you've ever seen an injured minnow, that's about how deep they can swim. Now you don't see a lot of injured minnows because they get eaten. They can't regulate their swim bladder and they're kind of frantically trying to survive. But they get eaten pretty quickly because they're an easy target. So there's two options. There's a standard jerkbait and there's a jointed jerkbait. The jointed jerkbait literally just swims like so. When you're reeling it through the water, you don't really have to jerk it. Please save all inappropriate comments till the end. As you're reeling this, it kind of gives it its own action, so you don't have to add that action with your rod tip. But also, I'm fishing in a kayak and I have cameras and stuff set up all around me, so I would just be like hitting my GoPro the entire time. So I've been using these all day. Now I've also read that you're not supposed to jerk a jerkbait, and when you reel it in, it does a subtle rocking motion like so while you're reeling it in, and that can be enough to trigger a strike. Now if they're being really finicky, that's when you start adding that action to the lure. Now they come in different patterns like every other lure. You can get it in a natural pattern, you can get it in Fire Tiger. These two are Fire Tiger. Very productive lure, especially in the summer. But the one that I was using earlier is gold, and then I have a perch pattern on this rod behind me on my right shoulder. So that's the basics on what a jerkbait is. Right in the eyes. I'm just the water in my eyes, under my glasses. This guy hit it immediately when it hit the water. Probably the biggest fish of the day. I'd say it's about 15 inches. Just saying how I've never caught a largemouth on this river. He hit the Fire Tiger. He's a little beat up. But it's my first largemouth on this river. Landed 3 smallmouths. Man, when they hit this thing, it is aggressive. Stop. This is the fourth fish of the night. They've all been about the same size, I think, but they're all really healthy, really strong fish. And every single one has been super aggressive when they hit. What is that? Wow. Okay. Two unhooked. Wow. Mortally wounded. That keys you in on their aggression level. Goodness. All right, that is it for tonight, folks. I appreciate everybody watching. If you were curious about what a jerkbait was, I hope that solved that problem for you. And it solved it for me too, because now I know how to fish them. If you enjoyed tonight's video, please like and subscribe. Hit that bell icon so you're notified when the next video drops. I publish a video every Monday, so keep your eyes open for that. Thanks for watching, and as always, I'll catch you next time.